Well, thanks for joining me and coming to talk about your childhood and free time when you were 7 and 8 years old.
Okay, no worries.
Can you tell me a little bit about your family?
Okay, my mum and my dad, I'm the eldest, and I have a younger sister and a younger brother, and yeah, we lived on a farm near Coolum when I grew up.
Do you remember having much free time as a child?
Well, during the week there was no organised activities. There really wasn't any sport or anything during the week for kids. We didn't participate in any sport. On weekends, our only activities, we went to Sunday school at our local church, which was just up the road. When I was in year 1 and 2, I would ride my push bike to the bus stop, which was 1 kilometre, and my dad had built me a little seat, and I would sit on the little seat on the side of the road and wait for the school bus, and Mr. Seckle would pick me up. And then, we'd ride home in the afternoon. We always then had to get out of our school uniform and put our farm clothes on. First job, we had to polish our school shoes. Then we had some afternoon tea and then outside to play. And that was pretty much for a couple of hours. And then we had to do some farm chores and come in for our bath. And on the weekends, pretty much all our time was free time outside.
What kinds of things did you do?
We built lots of cubbies because we lived on a farm. We had lots of different places we could build cubbies, and we'd spend weeks building a cubby under the pepper trees, and we'd just get that one finished, and then we'd go further afield and build one somewhere else. And we had push bikes, and we were allowed to ride our bikes wherever we wanted. Sometimes Mum would pack us a picnic, and we'd be gone for the day around the district, pedalling all over the place. Yeah, we sort of had lots of animals being on the farm to play with, dogs, cats, depending on the season, whether we had potty lambs. Yeah, so we had sort of all those things to keep us occupied as well.
And was there any particular style of games that you used to play?
Well, generally they would be outside. Being on a farm, lots of dirt, so we'd get sticks and draw hopscotch or our own paddocks and farms, and we all have our own farms, and we had toy tractors and things to play with. Or we'd even draw our house on the ground. Probably lots of imagination games, like if we went off with a picnic lunch on our push bikes, we'd be adventurers or explorers, or we used to make up things to do like that. Yeah, generally just lots of outside activities if the weather was right, yeah.
And when you were playing outside, did you play with other people?
My sister and brother, so we had to get along a bit. But the only other people possibly played with very occasionally if our cousins came to visit, but we were too far out of town, so my friends, they lived in town, they all played together outside and rode their bikes around town and things, but no, we really just had my brother and sister to play with.
And if you had free time inside, what kind of activities did you do inside?
Lots of reading. Books are really important in our house. Board games. Did have some dolls and things, but I wasn't really a doll person. There's a big collection of old playing cards, and we'd build these huge card houses, and if it was wet and we'd been inside for quite a while, sometimes we'd build cubbies with the dining room chairs and sheets and blankets and play with that. Television didn't operate 24 hours a day. Television would be on for a little bit in the morning for Sesame Street and Play School, and then it wouldn't come back on until the afternoon, and we weren't allowed to watch television until we'd done all our farm jobs and came in, and we'd watch a little bit, the cartoons maybe, before we had a bath, And then once we'd had our dinner, Mum had read us a story and we went to bed, so we didn't really watch much television. And there were no computers, there was no screens. It was old-fashioned.
When you see your grandchildren playing now, what do you think is different?
Screens, iPads, just television, TV games. None of that was even invented when I was 7 or 8. And as I said, television was only on in a couple of hour lots. It wasn't on, and I think about 10:30, it would go. The whole station would shut. So you could turn the telly on. There was just nothing there but static. Yeah, they seemed to spend more time inside than what we did. We played outside, weather permitting, all the time, and climbed trees and did all those things. And I find sometimes kids are a little bit apprehensive about exploring, because we never seem to hesitate. Mum and Dad always let us just go and do what we wanted to do. So, yeah, probably screens are the big thing that I don't think's probably that good.
Well, thank you for talking to us today.
No problem.